It looks like Michael D. Higgins is going to be our next president, to be inaugurated on the 11th of the 11th. A very historic date is the 11th of the 11th, 1918 was Armistice Day, the first Armistice Day, and that's the date when the next president is due to be inaugurated at Dublin Castle. The story of the campaign is fairly familiar at this stage. Sean Gallagher, little known independent, came out of nowhere to lead the polls with a very impressive tally. Michael D. Higgins was, well, 15 or so points behind. Steady but not spectacular. And then the frontline program happened, where he was, Gallagher was basically ambushed by Sinn Féin's Martin McGuinness, tied into Fianna Fáil fundraising, made to look evasive, and made to look very much in the Galway tent, couture, envelope culture that has damaged Fianna Fáil so much over the years. Gallagher bizarrely should have known that something like this was coming down the tracks, but he wasn't prepared. He mishandled it very badly, and the following day he only made things worse. And it proves the old adage yet again: if you're explaining, you're losing in politics and maybe in other areas of life as well. He would have been an interesting president. We know a lot more about Michael D. Higgins. We have a good idea how he will perform. He knows the rules of the job and the restrictions and the opportunities of the job extremely well in the academic sense. He's a former government minister, was much praised for his role as the minister who lifted Section 31 of the Broadcasting Act, which banned interviews with Sinn Féin spokespersons, and the lifting of that restriction was seen as an important step in the peace process. He had a problem with his age, which was continuously raised as an objection. He handled that quite well. He said, there's nothing I can do about my age, and he managed to convey an image of energy and activity during the campaign. He's very well known, of course, and he's, all you have to say is Michael D. and everybody knows who you're talking about. It's going to be an interesting presidency. I hope his speechwriter will cut out some of the more flowery utterances. Otherwise the nation is going to be comatose after a brief period. But certainly you have to take your hat off to him for a most impressive performance. But he owes a lot of it. He really owes his success to Martin McGuinness. And by God will Sinn Féin keep reminding him of that. Just you wait and see.